Okay, everybody, I am back here in the backyard of my house here. Um, I'm going to show you around a little bit here. I'm not going to do a very long video right now. I have skipped a day, and my phone charger. I don't know. I've had the issue. My phone wasn't really charged up, and about the time I wanted to come and do this video, I'm running. I don't have any charge. Okay, so I don't have very much I need to say right now. Basically, I was just in the process of moving the stuff from this side of the house here, and I'm going to move all that to this side. I'm going to clear out this whole side of the house here. And what I'm going to do, I'm basically going to, from that tree coming this way, up through this way here, out to the road here, over this way, probably about this area here. I'm going to make roads going this way, like over through there, from up around where that Durango is up there, right there. But I'm going to make them come lengthwise, coming toward me here, out to the road here. Got it? I already started doing some of it. Some of this stuff over here probably going to go to the scrap yard. So put it in a place I can get to it really easy. I got some fencing here. I got fencing over there. I got barbed wire fencing. I've got I have T-post over there. Then I started putting these chairs over here. I got 3 chairs over there. I got more chairs over there. So it's basically a matter of rearranging this stuff. Is what I'm basically trying to do. I already actually tore apart the dryer that I had over here. So I've been doing that today. Been over here raking up over here, trying to clean up. I've got this hot water heater here. It's got some wire in it. I got to get in here and get it out. Got more stuff over there, but I'm really going to do a good cleanup in this area here and go really do some serious aisles here. And I'm probably going to make it to where I have more of an access somehow over this way or over this way. So if I have anything else I need to back up over here and get, or I may fix it so I can back in over here or pull in over there and back up over this way here, if I need to load up anything back here to go to the scrap place. It's starting to get chilly right now. So I'm going to get ready to fire up this little burn barrel here. I like burning my burn barrel here. All right, so I got the light off now, and my battery's a little bit too weak to have the battery on the whole time, but I can still see good enough. You can still see good enough. And I'm not going to be on here but a few more minutes anyways. That way I can upload this video. But if you're watching me for one of the first times here, I'm trying to build my audience here. Basically, I have a channel here. It's called Jake's Journey Live. I live in Texas, in the heart of Texas. And this property that I am standing here on right now, I acquired it, 2 years ago. It was a very big blessing in my life, and I acquired it, and it was through a person. They blessed me with it. Anyway, so it's 1/4 of an acre. It's a country setting out here. I'm about 15-minute drive from Coleman, Texas. It's a small town here where I live in. It's not incorporated. It's Coleman County, but yet it's a city called Valera, and we do have a small post office here. We probably have a population out here, I'd say probably in this neighborhood where I'm at here and across the street over there, probably a population about, I'm gonna guess say 150, 200 people. I'm just guessing. It may be way far less than that. I'm probably about 100 people if you get down to the nitty gritty of it. But anyways, I've been out here moving this stuff out here around, trying to get it, make up my mind how to do it. But I think I'm just have finally made my mind up because the sun is on traverses on the back side of this property all day long. It probably makes better sense for me to have a sail out here where it'd be warmer a lot earlier, and I just have to line up some miles going lengthwise from the road going up into the driveway here, which I don't like calling this a driveway um, because I don't want to park back here. I really want to get this stuff going, clean up the back here, fence off around here so I can't get up in here. I do not want to get up in here. I'd rather come up a different way. I'd rather get here a different way than what I am right here. You know what I mean? I don't want to keep driving up back behind the house here. I want this to turn this into a really private backyard here to where I can have some peace and quiet and a very relaxing setting back here to relax in. Okay? Anyways, I was blessed with this property 2 years ago. A good friend of mine that lives in Cross Plains, Texas, actually, and I met her, in 2015, 16, when I was trying to open up my business in Coleman. She worked for this agency that helped veterans to get on, helped other people certain business approaches and getting grants and stuff like that to help people with their windows in their house. Just that agency that helped people that needed help. Everybody needs help. It wasn't anybody special, but anybody that needed some kind of assistance, they would help them. Anyway, she since moved on and went on. Her parents' family left her the family ranch, and then they ended up selling that here this year. But they have a very good thing in Cross Plains. They have a meat processing company, C&L Beef company, and they basically sell cut Angus beef. Okay, I hope I got that right. Anyway, so that's what she's into now, and she basically, through the Lord, she blessed me with this property. So anyways, my job has been, since I got the property, this last year, 2022, I spent 7 months straight with a rake, loppers, the sawzall, and a wheelbarrow, basically those items, cleaning up half this property. It's a fourth of a block, and it fully grown up from sitting here for about 25 years, nobody actually doing any yard work on the property. So that's been my task, is bringing the property back into a condition to where it's totally inhabitable, totally usable, to where I can get to everything. And basically between the house and between this building right here, it's all grown up. There's saplings everywhere in here. It's layer after layer of leaves from this tree and the tree on the other side of the house and these other trees that grew up inside here. So it's been a mess to clean up, but that's why it has taken me so long. Then I've been doing side jobs to help keep money coming in while I'm doing this stuff. And then I've had a lot of stuff on the property that was here when I got here that I've been scrapping to help me make money on the side. Then plus, I've been trying to do things in the house. I've moved stuff around in the house, personal items and things I've had moved to the house and moved out of the house, moved back in the house, TVs, just personal boxes of, personal items, So I've been busy. For one person, it's been a lot of work out here for me. But today, what I was trying to do is I was trying to move the stuff over here to where I can start getting it in place to have a yard sale this coming week and next weekend. I got to start pumping in some money here, some real money. I got to make some trips to the scrap metal place this coming week to make some money. So I have a lot that I'm doing. I've got a lot of lumber laying out here. I got a big old patch of cactus out in this area here. I got an RV sitting over there. I got an RV out front. I've got a Dodge Ram pickup sitting out front that I need to get a fuel pump for and put it in the gas tank. Put the gas tank back in the truck. I need to get that truck running so I can register it and utilize that truck to drive. Okay, so there you go. I've got a whole world list of stuff that must be done around here to where I'm really ahead of the game again. I was caught up with everything there for a good while, and then winter came along, and it's kind of been a rough winter this winter as far as the heat, the cold. It's been a pretty cold winter so far. So this has been something that I've been trying to work around. I have one room in the house here in the back that I started painting and that I could live in. And I've had heat in it. I got 3 blankets I put on my bed. I stay in there. So it's really been, some things have been a challenge. Some things have not been a challenge. Some things have been pretty much straightforward. I enjoy it, So right now what I'm going to do, my toes are getting a little chilly. I'm going to mosey back out here to the truck. Let y'all see the sunset here. And then I'll get this video, start loading it up to YouTube, to my channel. My channel is Jake's Journey Live. And trying to just get everything organized out here to where I can get it in a good place, price everything, and get stuff ready to try to really honestly sell it. And I need to get some money together to get to order the fuel pump for this truck here. Yep, this truck right here. I had a fuel pump for it, but it was the wrong one when I bought it. And then I went and picked up the truck, came back, brought it back here. And when I did that, it just, I ended up sending that fuel pump back to the people I bought it from on eBay. And I haven't turned around and bought me another fuel pump yet. So, what I'm about to do right now is I'm about to plug this phone in. About to start up the truck, the old beast I like to call it. And I'll tell you a little something. I'm trying to get this truck started. The fuel I had in it, I took out of my white truck over there. There was a question about why that truck over there, that Dodge Ram, wouldn't run. I know you can't see it real good right now, but you'll see more of it. What you're listening to is me trying to start Ford F-150. There. And it's a Ford F-150. And the, here you go. There you go. That's a little bit better. I'm going to try to talk you through this if I can. All right. The Dodge Ram is right there. You see it right there, that white one? This is a Mazda 6, a 2001 Mazda 6. No, wait, I'm sorry, 2003 Mazda 6, the blue car here. The white truck over there is my 2001 Dodge Ram. And what I'm driving here now that I'm trying to start is a 1993 Ford F-150. And across in front of the white Dodge Ram there, on the other side, way over there, there's a red Dodge Ram pickup, and I think it's about a 1995 or 6 or 7 or 8, somewhere around there. Anyway, so here's what the deal is. The green truck I'm driving, this Ford F-150, was running fine. The only thing it has been with it is the guy that owns it is a friend, okay? But sometimes you can have friends that you get stuff from, and it's harder dealing with your friends than it is a stranger. You understand what I'm saying? So anyways, I wanted to buy this truck a long time ago, and I wanted a way to register the truck. So I was ready to register it at one time. I had plenty of money to do it with at that moment whenever I was trying to. And I had the wipers going on it. All I had to do was put the muffler on this truck and then go over there and get it inspected. And I was supposed to and I tried calling my friend to have him go with me so I could register the truck. He needed to be there. Okay? Or send me with the paperwork and a copy of his driver's license, and they would do it. They would register the vehicle at the courthouse. But that day when I went to do that, he called me and told me he was going to go take a nap. Okay? So, consequently, anyways, after that, for 3 weeks, I was without a vehicle. I started working on my Mazda here, and I was thinking, well, all I got to do is take the starter off of it, take something off of it here, work and make some money around here, take the money, order a starter for it, order what I need for this car, put the car together, and voila, I'm back in business. I got something to drive. Well, 3 weeks went by. I still hadn't had the parts for this car, and I decided I was going to go online and look, and I found the Dodge Ram at an auction. I always go to Gov Deals or Public Surplus. One of them two. I love going to them to buy auction vehicles. And so this Dodge Ram, they had it on there in Kirbyville, Texas, and I bought it on there, and I actually got the vehicle for $500.62. Well, shooting off the hip, sight unseen. I tried talking to the people down there, the manager of that area of the vehicle stuff, of that department. He told me he thought maybe the fuel pump could be bad. There's backfiring and stuff like that. But nobody could actually tell me for a fact till the last day I was there picking up the vehicle. I won the auction, and I almost didn't get down there to pick it up. And I went down there. It was a cold spell. I got down there. It was raining. And by the time I came back, it was really freezing. Okay? And so it was a cold trip there and back. It was miserable. But I went there. I came back. I used this Ford F-150 and the tow bar I had that I bought in Brownwood I bought a tow bar about 2 or 3, 4 years ago at a pawn shop in Brownwood, Texas, and I had it, never used it, so I was thinking when I go get a vehicle, I'll take that with me and then I'll tow it back. Well, that's what I did. I towed that Dodge Ram all the way back here with this Ford F-150, and I thought, well, shoot, I'll go get it, bring it back here, get it going, problem solved, and I can get the white truck going and be driving it. This truck I'm driving here, this F-150, has no driver's side mirror. The wipers don't work. The muffler needs to be fixed. It has good heat in it, but you can't keep heat in it. with the window. No window. Used to have a piece of plexiglass in here, but I'm not that kind of a jerry rigging person. If I'm gonna fix it, I want to go get a glass and fix it right so it works the way it was meant to work. That's how I am. But anyways, that plexiglass broke over the last couple of years, and I never got another one. And so I drove all the way down there with the window, like it was warm going there until I got there. Then I used some cellophane and wrapped it around the window part of the way, and that kept heating it really good. And then, anyways, long story short, that truck over there is solid. Okay? The only thing I didn't know is why it didn't run. I mean, there could be many things whenever you're talking about a vehicle and it won't start. But the biggest thing you got to remember, when you have a vehicle and you're trying to see if it'll start or not, number one, check the fluids. You got oil, you got transmission fluid, you make sure you got oil and antifreeze. Check everything. Okay? Check your spark plugs. Check your spark. Crank it over. Get somebody to watch it, help you. It takes two people usually do that. But if you ground it out to go to each plug one at a time, you can tell if you got a spark going. Okay? I have verified that truck has spark. I have verified the distributor does turn, it does spark at every spark plug wire underneath the hood of that truck. So the spark is not an issue. They were raising the concern down there in Kirbyville that another one of their trucks that they had, another Dodge, that somebody bought it, and it actually, the camshaft had broken on it. That ain't the case with this one. If you had a camshaft that broke, you would have an issue. You would definitely have no start, but you wouldn't get the spark. You wouldn't get the distributor turning and sparking at every spark plug if your cam is in two pieces, for instance. So, because one piece of it ain't going to even do anything, and then you're going to lock the engine up more than likely. So, anyways, this cannot be that way. There could be something more serious, and they said, well, could be the timing chain could have broke. If the timing chain broke, then you would be out of timing. If the timing chain jumped timing, you would be out of timing. You know, I mean, it's just the obvious is here. Whenever I get ready to tell you the next thing, that white truck there, I took the fuel pump out of it in the backyard of the house here. I have a big dip in there where they used to drain the washer, or the washer used to drain in a big ditch out back there, gray water. And there's a big old hole there where it would keep it in there. Anyways, that pit back there where that is, it was a perfect place for me to put that truck. Okay? And so I could straddle it over that hole, and I had plenty of room underneath of it to get under it and jack it up a little bit. I had plenty of room to get the gas tank out from underneath of it. Okay? So I pulled the gas tank out. Anyways, here's what the deal was. I took all the gas out of that tank that came out of that Dodge Ram, and I was going to do something to get rid of it. Yeah, I could take it and throw it in a thing and use it for gas on the burn pile or something like that. But we're talking gas here, okay? And so what I did, at the time when I'm doing it, I could use gas in this F-150 I'm driving. You know, times are hard, gas prices are high. So I just took all the gas out of there, poured it all in, started pouring it out of there into a bucket, which then I had a funnel, and I poured it from the bucket into the funnel into the F-150. The first good portion of it, I didn't really get any trash in the F-150. The last 5-gallon bucket that I happened to look down in there, and it was getting really, really thick with the stuff floating around in like little squares. It looked like literally looked like glitter floating around in that gas. Little squares, tiny squares. That's what it looked like. And when like one side of it looked white, the other side of it would look like it was shiny gray or something, silver. And I got looking at that and say, whoa, I don't want to get that in the fuel tank. Well, somehow, some way, I overlooked it, and I had gotten some in this truck. And ever since I put gas out of that truck over there, that Dodge over there, ever since I took gas out of there and put it in this truck, I have had issue with the gas lines on this thing stopping up. I've changed the fuel filter on it, which is an external fuel filter underneath the driver's side here. The other old one's laying on the ground out there. It was a cold day that day when I did that too. It was sprinkling rain and cold out here. The wind was whipping cold. So I've had some pretty good weather to do all this stuff, nice and cold weather, okay? And so, long story short, do I think I know what was wrong with that Dodge Ram over there? Yes, I do. I think that Dodge Ram had some terrible gas in it. And the last guy that I talked to there at the place there in Kirbyville at the county garage, that guy there told me straight out. He said, I do remember this thing backfiring real bad, and then after that, it just quit running. And he said, we couldn't get it started after that. Okay. Do your checking things out. Fuel pump in that Dodge Ram pickup, it's 2001. The fuel pump in that is on the inside of the tank, the gas tank. The fuel filter is on the inside of the gas tank on the bottom of that fuel pump. You got it? There is no external fuel filter for that Dodge Ram pickup. Now, I took the bad gas out of there. Most of it, I got by with it, not getting any trash in the F-150 here. But I eventually, when I got low in the bottom of the barrel and putting that stuff in there, before I caught it, I had put bad gas in here that it actually clogged up the filter and clogged up I think it was so fine it went past the filter in this truck. Okay? I think the fuel got so bad it passed up the fuel filter in this truck, the F-150, and what it did, it got through and it clogged up the injectors on this truck. That's just my personal opinion. And I'm thinking that the Dodge Ram, a similar thing happened with it, because we can't, in order to change the filter on that Dodge Ram, you got to drop the pump, or you got to drop the gas tank, take the gas pump out of the tank, take the pump out. Then that's the only way you can change the fuel filter on that Dodge Ram. I never knew that. I really never knew that. So I do know it now. And so, do I think I know what's wrong with that Dodge Ram? Yes, I do. I think it had a bad case of a stopped up fuel filter, fuel pump, the whole 9 yards, and it was not going to deliver any more fuel up to the spark plugs up there. Do I think it'll run? Yes, I do think it'll run. I think once I get a new fuel pump in it and maybe double check the gas tank, make sure the gas tank triple check it, make sure it's not got any more junk in it that's going to clog up the fuel pump, then I think we're good to go. You follow me? So that's what I think. I think if I do my due diligence and fix that fuel pump for once and for all, and without the garbage being in the fuel tank, then I think I'm going to see that truck start up maybe after it first starts getting primed and you get the fuel pump up to the fuel rail. I think you're going to see it start. Now, if it don't start, that's my next thing I will do. I will end up taking the fuel rail off of the top of that engine and putting another one on top of it out of a Dodge Ram out back. It's the same kind of fuel rail, and I'll just change it out, and then that be done with that, okay? But I'm pretty sure in the near time ahead that I will have that Dodge Ram running right, and I can quit driving this F-150 for once and for all, and that'll get me in a lot better place with everything around here. This has caused me a lot of issues, a lot of problems, a lot of delays. I was supposed to have already went to Kentucky about a long time ago to get a bunch of stuff that my Aunt Faye left me, and my brother went and picked it up whenever she moved out of her apartment, her condominium she lived in. And then she moved into a nursing condominium, and that's where she stays. But she gave me a bunch of her stuff when she moved out. And my brother went to there and helped and loaded up in the trailer a year ago. And hello, it's been about a year ago. And so I need to get back there and pick all that stuff up. I need to go visit my aunt. She's up in the age real bad. She's been having some issues, having a harder time with everything. And I don't want time to go by without me completing what she gave me on the agenda to do. Okay? So I have two things she wanted me to do. This house, she said, fix 2 rooms in it, a couple of rooms where I can, a bedroom and a living room or whatever, fix a couple rooms to where I could put all the stuff she gave me into them rooms and start setting up my house. Okay? I can live with that. So really all I need to do, for real, at this point, I need to find some paint for both of these 2 front rooms. Okay? And I need to paint these rooms according to what I think will be acceptable for each room. One's a bedroom, one's a living room. You know, I don't want the bedroom dark. I like my bedrooms a little bit bright. You know, I like them bright enough. And I like my living room bright enough too. So I'm thinking maybe in the living room, I like the color gray. I think this living room would be nice if it were painted a light gray and painted some kind of like white trim in it around on the doorways. I think that would be awesome. And now I have to remember I've got on the walls in the living room, I've got paneling. So I have to paint over the paneling and then paint the ceilings white and then paint the trim work around the windows white. Now that's going to be to get by right now, to be complete with the mission my aunt set me forth. Sweep, mop, clean up the whole thing, paint ceiling and walls and trim. Be done with it. And don't put anything back in there in the living room or the bedroom till I go and get that stuff and bring it back here and move it in the house. Now, the other thing is, I can go get that stuff in Kentucky and bring it back down here before this next winter. I will want to go in here and put 2x4 walls at least. If things keep the way they are, I probably will want to go ahead and do 2x4 walls and put some insulation in these exterior walls in this house before winter gets here this next winter. The reason being because there is no insulation in this house. So I need to plan forward to get a bathroom put in, to put a laundry room in, insulate all the exterior walls. I mean, put 2x4s in, get some insulation, some sheathing, some plywood. I need to fix this thing so this thing is airtight. That's what my mission is on the house. So the rest of the stuff I told you about outside of the house, the rest of this stuff is stuff that I have to get it done so I can actually have time to work on the house. You follow what I'm saying? I need to be able to have all this trash outside picked up, gone up, thrown away, sold, whatever I gotta do. I don't want a bunch of junk out here. Got it? I don't want a bunch of junk. Because after it's all gone, I don't want to have to be tripping over snakes or anything, a bunch of stuff. I don't want a bunch of chores this summer when I'm out here all summer long trying to clean up the yard like I did for 7 months this last year. I want to keep hopping on that while I got a chance that's kind of cool and start doing something about burning off this cactus and stuff and getting the rest of this property cleaned up. That way when it warms up, I can actually concentrate on the house. The outside of the walls, the inside. The outside of this house